Okay, today I'm going to show you how we net our apples. This is our espaliered apples all the way along here. But I also wanted to show you the fact that I do single nettings over some of my apple trees that I've cut down to size. And I also do quite large sections of beds. These are blueberry beds, but it's the same principle as what I use for my vegetable garden. So firstly, what we need to do is know what we need. I've got, in this particular espalier, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 star pickets, and then 6 pieces of fat stripe pipe that I have cut to size to fit over to the top of the steel posts to give me an arch all the way through the espalier, which is what I then use to hold up the netting. So the first thing I have to do is cut all the foliage that sits above that arch so that the actual process of putting the netting over it is really easy. Okay, what we've got here is our length of netting. It's 10 metres wide and it's quite distinct because it has, not that you can see it very well from here, but it has quite a black stripe down the middle of it. What we do is we pull it out, make sure it's nice and straight, and we gather the sides to that black stripe. And then we're going to pop it over. I'll just show you how to do that. So if you can't actually see where that stripe is, runs down there, and you've got to gather from both sides because you want to put that black stripe right on the middle, on the top of the arch, so that it just will flow either side of the archway. I'm going to move up to the front of where I need to be, so you can see where I've gathered it either side of that black stripe. You're right. Pull it fairly tight to get it over. And you're putting your black stripe, having your black stripe right in the middle, and then letting it flow over either side of your arch. And then you just need to adjust it as you go along. Better to probably do it with 2 people, one either side. Always trying to get that black stripe in the middle. Push the asparagus out of the way. They've finished cropping and now we just let them go to leaf, and they're under the net for the duration of the summer as well. And then just go along. We have piles of pavers which we leave there after we've taken the net off each year, and we go along and weigh it down every probably 30 to 50 centimetres, and then you just tie off the ends. The fact that your net is nice and loose because it is 10 metres wide means that you're not stretching and pulling, and that you've got, once it's pinned down, the birds can't get underneath it. Okay, so all done. Now that's taken about an hour all up. So what we've done is weighed the net down with old pavers, but you can do bricks or anything, or I've used steel posts before. We tie the ends together with just some cable ties, just to make sure it's all secure and there's no holes in it. So just to sum up there, what we've used here are steel posts with fat stripe pipe bent over and put onto the top of the steel posts. We've then had 10 metre wide netting that we've placed over the top, and we've weighed it down with pavers. So all very simple, takes about an hour. There's 5 trees that have been covered there with an hour's work. Obviously the frame was already up, but that doesn't take very long at all, and we keep it up we don't ever dismantle it, so it's there for as long as we want it to be. So, good luck with it all.